Am I
Hello.
live?
Yes, hello everybody. It is Wednesday. We're in between times, so I'm just going to go right to it and get things turned over for Mike, and he's got some things to talk to you about.
All right. Um, let's talk about machines, UPSs again, and power and stuff, and needle threaders and thread cutters on your sewing machines. Okay. I'll start with the UPS. Okay, guys. That's a uninterrupted power backup source for your machines, not just your sewing machines. This is applicable to other things that's in your house. Okay. For instance, I was talking to my mother the other day, and she had a power problem at the house in her refrigerator. The freezer says it was 38 degrees. Okay. And she was playing around with it and back and forth until the next day, and then it reset itself. Okay. This isn't the first time it's happened. So, what she told me is she has a power fluctuation, power goes out, whatever, and then the refrigerator, the electronics doesn't reset right. Okay. I told her, I said, you know, and she goes, "What's going to blow up my refrigerator?" I said, "Well, you can go get one of the UPSs and plug your refrigerator into it. It'll be on a battery backup and it will solve the issue of the power fluctuation and you can solve your problem." And I said, "You got a choice. You can spend $70 on a UPS." I said, "Or you can go buy a new refrigerator. So which one would you like to do?" And I said, "The choice is yours." So I think I'll do that. I think I'll go get me a UPS and have your brother plug my refrigerator into it. I said, "Okay." I said, "I think that's a lot cheaper than a new refrigerator." So that's my definition of why you should look at UPSs. You can go UPSs for the entire house. You can go for a single appliance. So there's it's all over the place where you can go with this, and it's up to you as an individual as to what you want to do. I mean, it's literally from you can do the entire house, battery backup, switch to a generator, the an automatic switch back to the power company. That's the um, top Cadillac choice of the way to go. Okay, or you can go down to individual appliances and individual sewing machines. So I'll stop there, and that's just what I wanted to tell you to make sure you understand that it's more than just your sewing machines. Okay, now let me switch to um, thread cutters in your sewing machines. Okay. And I'm going to use a Destiny Dream Lumineer Solaris as an example. Okay. The machine has an arm that comes out across your bobbin case. It gets a hold of your thread and it pulls it back. Okay. Then there's a set of forks here that comes back, and there's a knife in the middle. Okay. What it's doing is it's pulling the thread back against that knife and cutting it that arm has pulled across. So that's how your thread cutter works in the machine. I've had people say, "Mike, my um, thread is getting caught too short and it pulls out of my needle." Okay, there is no adjustment for the length of thread that's on these machines. What that tells me is there's too much tension on your thread in your needle, eye of your needle, meaning you've got your thread not flowing freely from your spool of thread down through, it's caught somewhere. Okay. And whenever that forks come out and they cut the thread back against that knife, that thread is popping, and it naturally pops when it goes against that knife. But if there's too much tension on your upper thread, when it pulls it and it pops and cuts it, it thread is pulling backwards and it's pulling out of the eye of your needle. So you need to look at your machine when that happens and just stop and look, and you're going to see some place where that thread is not free flowing through your system. And what it's doing is it's pulling back on your thread, pulling it out of the eye of the needle. Okay. There's no adjustment, but there's a little bit of tension on that thread that's causing it to pull back out of the eye of the needle. You got to realize there's not a very long tail on this when it cuts. So if there's a little bit too much of a tension on the top, it can pull back out of the eye of the needle. So that's what you need to look at um, to see why this is occurring. Um, so that's how the thread cutters work. And now I'm going to go to um, a needle thread. Okay. Whenever I went to Baby Lock for technical training and stuff, and I said to one of the guys that said, "Hey, I need to order needle threaders, and do they have them in stock?" They came back and they said, "The needle threader is the most commonly broken item on a sewing machine." Okay. They had 12,000 of this one kind that I was talking to them about. Okay. You've got to realize that the needle threader is a little piece of wire that goes through the eye of the needle. Okay. So look at your eye, your needle, and you'll see how small that is. Okay. That wire goes through the top of the eye of the needle. And then whenever you press the needle, it comes backwards with the thread on it. It drops down a little bit and then comes backwards. Okay. So that it can clear in the eye of that needle and pull that thread through. Now, if you don't have your needle in all the way, whenever that needle threader tries to go through the eye of the needle, and I told you it's going through the top of the eye of the needle. So if you don't get your needle in all the way, that means the eye of the needle is down. Okay. And that needle threader is going to hit the needle. And 99% of the time, don't ask me why, that needle threader flux to the left and bends to the left. So why does it always choose the left? Don't know. But it 99% of the time the needle threader is pointing to the left after it's hit the needle. Okay. So that's why that little post in your needle bar that your needle goes up against and tighten it down. You want to make sure it's tight, that it's not going to slip down, because if it slips down while you use and you hit that needle threader, bang, there goes your needle thread. Okay. Um, I've said this before, needle threaders should not be used in less than a 7511 needle. Why? It's because your needle gets smaller as you're going down in size. Um, you run a risk of breaking that needle threader going through a smaller eye of the needle. Okay. So I recommend less than a 7511. Uh, thread it by hand, ladies. Um, there's little wires like this that you can stick through the eye of the needle and put your thread through, pull it back through. I understand that eyesight changes and eyesight sometimes needs a little assistance. So um, that's why whenever you're running a smaller one, and I'm going to try to hold this up, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but let me turn it around this way and see. Um, right in there in the middle, you'll see Hey guys, a little wire. Okay, that little wire is what goes through the eye of the needle. I mean, it's very, very small. So that's what um, gets bent. Okay, and whenever I say it's small and it has to be perfectly in place, it has to be perfectly in place. Otherwise, it doesn't go. So that's all that I'm going to say about that subject. Sherry, any questions?
No, actually, they all said hello to you, but they're a little quiet today.
Okay, but that's just so that they understand, that is the single most broken item on a sewing machine is a needle threader.
And it is not covered under warranty.
No, it is not, because it
But
is
no,
considered a wear item. It's sort of like your brakes on a car. Okay, it's a wear item. If you ride your brakes, you wear them out. You don't put your needle in all the way, you bend them. You buy another one.
well, thank you, Mike. We heard the bell, so that means that you've got customers, so we will
Yep,
let you go.
gonna leave. Bye.
Okay, so that's always always good information, even if he said the same thing last week or the week before, because we forget. We do forget these things. We had a great class this morning, and I'm telling you guys, if you weren't there, you missed it. You missed it. This is what we had April going through the ins and outs on the snowman pillow. You see this? Let me fold this so you can see it a little bit better. The snowman pillow. It's a 14-inch, and applique using the Seal Cuddle, the really squishy soft fabrics. And so we're taking it a step farther for everyone who signed up for the class and chooses to decorate their snowman. Now, we did send out a pattern for the hat, but we left that up to you. Those of you that want to, it's kind of like, you got a Halloween contest, but we're having a snowman contest. And what you have to do is finish your snowman and put a hat on or decorate, whether it's a hat or flowers or whatever you want to make it out of. It does not have to be made out of cuddle. It could be a hat that you had. You can do flowers, you can do a headband, you can do anything you want. You just need to make the hat, post a picture on our friends page, and when you do, if you tag Shannon Cuddle, um, we're going to have everybody voting on the pictures, and the person who gets the most votes is going to get a bundle of cuddle strips. Those are strips that are 5-inch wide by 60 inches long. You can turn them into a quilt. You can turn them into um, a Kimber Bear. You can turn them into tons of different things. So that was class today. I do have a couple of the kits that are still available. And if you snag them today or tomorrow, we'll make sure you get a copy of the recording as well. April does a really good job going over all of the details on how to sew with cuddle, because I know some of you will say, oh, I don't know, I'm afraid to sew that. No, you don't need to be afraid. You just need to show up in the class. Um, so we are having one more class with Shannon Cuddle this year, and that is our Fox and Kimber Bear. Fox and Bear, you can see the fox over here behind me. Although we have sold out of the fox kits, we do have a few of the bear kits available. And in the class, you will be making the blankets as well as doing the applique. And if you look at the sign-up sheet on our website, it has you purchase a bear kit, you get put into the class automatically. Okay, so we do have we've got that going on. Good news, everybody! Good news! Look, look, look! I don't have the binding on, but this is our first installment or first of the new Kimberbell Cuties. And the good news is The books came in today. So if you pre-ordered them, Mike will be getting them sent out in the next day or two. If you pre-ordered them and you want to stop by between 10 and 3. You can pick yours up and be ready. We do have it set up as a subscription, so you can subscribe. And if you go to do the subscription, trying to remember, is there? Yeah, I think we do have it set up as a subscription for next year. You sign up for it. I've already got the class dates. I've already got all those class dates in there, and this is going to be the first one. This is going to be January's. Okay, so we're doing January's. There'll be a couple overlaps with this and our Amalia Scott until we're finished with those, and then this will be the whole thing. And while we're talking about sign-ups, Demo December. I'll tell you, I love this little pillow. This is just so stinking cute. Stay cozy with the little penguin. And the penguin, he's got Shannon Cuddle on his tummy, so he is soft. They had ribbon in there, or actually fabric. I put a piece of ribbon. This is a free design, or will be free. You do have to work for it, and this is how you get the design. All you have to do is sign up and show up to 3 Demo Decembers. This is our Kimberbell Demo December Give Back. Friday nights, I've got 3 Friday nights at 6 p.m., so that should work with everybody. It's only going to last about, half hour, 45 minutes, unless you have lots of questions and things to say, and then, I'm willing to stay on longer. We will be taking attendance because you have to show up. We used to make you show up in the shop. You don't have to do that. You get to watch in the comfort of your own home. So we tried to pick the best time that works for everybody. At the end of the 3 demos, we will send you the design. You'll get the design free to do, to go ahead and make your own project. If you are one of my customers that like to have the kits, okay, I've got a limited number of kits that has the ribbon, it has the cuddle, it's got the glitter, it's got the, this is actually, I think, Moda's Minky. So it's got the Minky, the soft fluff. This is our, the border or the binding is Kimberbell's with Maywood. So we do have a limited number of kits, and when they're gone because I only have so much of this nice, soft, fluffy stuff. And I'll be cutting those up. We're going to have a sew together if you want, because after the 3rd one, which I think is, if I look on my calendar, December, here, I will tell you the dates, okay? It is going to be Black Friday, the 25th. Demo December starts at 6 p.m. Then again on Friday, December the 2nd. And the last one will be December the 16th at 6 p.m. We're going to follow that up with a sew together. We're going to make the pillow together on the 20th from 2 to 4. So you're welcome to, when you sign up, and Demo December, it's free. Free. Okay, no charge, only a charge if you want a kit. You want to make it out of your own stuff, that's fine. But when you sign up, then we're going to do the little sew party together. If you miss, or you say, I don't want to because I've got a Christmas party this night, or whatever it is, you can wait until January I think it's the 5th or 6th of January, and then the design will be in Kimberbell's vault. You go through our link, our affiliate link to Kimberbell, to their vault, and you can purchase it. It's $5 or $6. You can purchase it. So you choose. Do you want it for free? Do you want to pay? It's entirely up to you. So we do have, we've got that going on. So I wanted to make sure I shared that. Black Friday. All of you guys that love to shop. Well, and you want to get out first thing in the morning, you don't have to. We are running a Black Friday sale like nothing we've ever done before. So you want to make sure that you are watching. There's tons of stuff. Mike's putting all these items in, getting them under the tab. It'll be activated on Black Friday. You'll be able to shop. Our store physically will be closed. The only way these items are on sale is in the online, because we're going away for Thanksgiving. I actually have a marathon on the 27th on Sunday, but we're going to be gone for Thanksgiving. All of the stuff will be shipped on Tuesday. Okay, so you have plenty of time to shop, and it is limited. It's whatever we have, and it is items. It's not necessarily clearance or whatever. They're items, and oh goodness, something flashed across my screen. I saw a squirrel, something shiny. There are lots of items, but there's things that I'm not planning on reordering. Okay, really great stuff. So yes, and the thank you, Birdie, for bringing that up. The quilting backgrounds for the cuties, are available on sale through Kimberbell's Vault. But please, if you're going to buy them through the Vault, please go through our website, our affiliate, because we get a couple pennies or just, a little bit of something whenever we direct people through our Vault. We appreciate that little bit. We support Kimberbell, but they give us a little bit for doing that. So anyway, they had some things that were on sale. They told me stuff that's on sale, so I bought it so I can put it out there and you guys can take advantage of it. So we really do have some cool stuff that's going to be available on our Black Friday tab. And nobody knows what the stuff is but Mike and Sherry. So everybody, it's not like somebody gets a little heads up. Nah, we've got a Black Friday tab going out there. And it'll probably be Black Friday through Cyber Monday, something like that, because we're going to be out of town. So we'll give you time to, to do your shopping. And then, of course, we will be away. But, I'm going to be there at 6 o'clock on Black Friday. So I hope to see you guys to be there as well and get signed up. So that, unless you have questions, that's all I got to say about that. Let me see if there's anything. Yeah, he's always got good information. He really, really does. Yeah, the cuties, yeah. And we're going to start them. We took a vote, and everybody said that they wanted it to start in January. So we will be starting in January with the cuties. The day, it's going to be on Saturday. The first one's going to be January 21st from 11 to 4. They're going to be longer from 11 to 4, because it's going to take some time, tips and tricks and all kinds of cool stuff. And then I think in February it's going to be the 18th, because, like I said, we've got the table runners. Then starting in March, it'll be I think the second Saturday of the month. So we're trying to be a little bit more consistent with it, but the dates will be out there. Next week's November. So, this is Quilt Show. Something else I just want to tell you is next week we'll have the information for our dealer digital exclusives. That's coming back again next year. I don't think you can sign up for the subscription yet, because I'm waiting. I have to wait and see what the projects are and figure out what the cost is on everything. We're trying to keep stuff at, as tight down as we can for you, of course. But that'll be coming next week. You'll have two options with the dealer digital exclusives. One is just the design. Some of you just want the design. So you'll sign up and you'll get that each month. I think that is $10. Then you have the second option, which is the same thing we did this year, which is the design, the fabric kit, and the class. So we do a 2-hour class. So it's the designs, the fabric kit, and the class. Those will be the two different options. So either the design by itself or the rest of it. So we do have that going on. On the Kimberbell, one more thing I'll tell you. the table runner, table toppers. I'm going to show you how to turn them into pillows too if you want a monthly pillow. But with these, you'll get a fabric kit, your stabilizers, and your embellishments. We have an embellishment bundle that for the first 6 months, and it'll take you longer, even farther than that, because it's an embellishment bundle. It has your glitters and your felts and all the things that you'll use in those vinyls and stuff that you'll use for the first 6, and some of the stuff will probably carry through the next 6, plus other projects. So it's instead of a little piece of vinyl, you're going to get the glitter vinyl. You're going to get a whole tube. So we're offering that, and I think a stabilizer bundle. By doing those things separately, because some people have them, some people don't, we're going to put the fabric kits, we can keep the cost down for you, okay? Because it takes a lot to cut all that stuff. And the cutting factory is me, and my poor shoulder is can only cut so much. And so we had to stop on, some of those little vinyls and stuff. So we've got the bundle out there. It is available. And if you want to use those bundles for one of your upcoming Kimberbell events, you can. That's a great way to come to an event. Use the bundle and get your bonus designs, okay? We do have several coming up. I'll just run that down really quick for November. If you've not taken the Vintage Flora, that's available. Garden Guild is available. And then we kind of skip over December, but that very first one, the One Sweet Spring, the 1st of January. Yeah. Okay. So you can, use it. Don't order it now for then, but you can use that and still have take advantage of your bundles. Okay. So that's all I've got. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't see anything, but yeah, bundles are good. We like to do bundles. You guys make it a great afternoon. Go sew something. Remember, placemats. Placemats for Meals on Wheels. If you're bringing them or sending them to the shop, we need them by November the 10th. They're going to be picked up. If you're out of the area, just make one and take it to a nursing home or take it to Meals on Wheels, or you can make a donation in your local area. So we will be back and see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.